This video is all for your English formal assessment. I'm going to explain each section of your assessment for you. Pause where you need or re-listen if you need to. This is your listening activity. You must listen very carefully to every word that I say. You will need your coloring crayons and a white blank piece of paper. So you are going to draw the following animal as I read each point. The first point. A big red circle in the middle of the page. You need a red crayon and you need to draw a big red circle in the middle of the page. Number 2. This animal has a blue rectangular body attached to its head. So the big red circle is its head and you must attach a blue rectangular body. Then you need 4 brown square legs. So 4 brown squares attached to the blue rectangle. Next, you need 2 orange heart-shaped eyes. So your hearts must be orange and there are 2 of them as the eyes. So 2 orange hearts in the head. Then you need 2 blue oval ears. So attached to your red circle will be 2 blue oval ears. Next, a long blue tail. So this animal has 2 blue oval ears and a long blue tail. And then the last thing you're going to draw for me is a small black nose and a pink mouth. Now those were many instructions for you to do now. I'd like you to go listen to it one more time and make sure that you have drawn the correct picture according to my explanation. Did you listen very carefully to each instruction? Go listen to the instructions again and make sure that your picture is correct. Now you've already written about your favorite animal. For your assessment, you are going to talk about your favorite animal. It's going to be an oral using those 5 points that we used for our writing piece. So I've given you the 5 points again. We're going to go through them now. You are going to rewrite it or you can use your writing piece for your oral. You can add some more interesting bits. But first, let's take a look at the plan we need to use for our oral. So the first thing you need to do before you start writing is to choose an animal. What are you going to be writing about? What is your favorite animal? Your next sentence can be, what does your animal look like? What does your animal eat? Where does your animal live? And lastly, write something interesting about your animal. Why do you like this animal? Yeah, you can take a look at the rubric for your oral presentation about your favorite animal. Take a look at each point and all the things you need to concentrate on when you do your oral. You'll need to know these sounds for a phonics test. You can find the test on Tutor or you can print it in your assessment worksheet. So it's the ch, stir, oo, a, o, and e sounds. So now we're going to look at a few of the tricky words that we're going to find in our reading piece. You've received this reading piece before, so I'd like you to take a look at it, read it, practice it. It's for prepared reading, so you're going to get the exact same one for assessment. Let's take a look at these words. Aren't. This means are not. It is a contraction, so that apostrophe is in the place of a letter. It means we take out a letter and change the word. So the letter that we've taken out, there's an R for are not. The R is taken away, we put an apostrophe, and we make the word into a contraction for aren't. Morning. It is the time of day. The morning. Said. Now we've done the A sound in our phonics learning, and this does not sound like the A sound words. We pronounce this word said. We don't say said. It is said. You need to memorize this word. Worried. Worried. Pavement. Pavement. Covers. Covers. Horrible. Horrible. Dreadful. Now we did the E sound too for our phonics learning, but we did the long E sound with the E. But the E can also be a short sound. In this word, we're using the short E sound. Dreadful. It just sounds like E. Dreadful. Terrible. Terrible. Enough. Now these sounds sound totally different from what they look. So yeah, you also just have to know these different looking sounds. We don't say the O for OU. We're doing A. And we're not saying G for the G sound. The G, her make the F sound in this word. Enough. Snoot. Every morning, Snoot woke up feeling very worried. What if the sky falls down? Said Snoot. What if I step on a crack in the pavement? Oh dear, said Snoot. What if 2 stripes aren't enough? What if something terrible happens? Snoot, said his friend Milton, you worry too much. But one night, something terrible did happen. Something terrible tapped at Snoot's bedroom door. Snoot, it boomed, I'm your big bad dream, and I am going to get you. Snoot hid under the covers all night. Dreams can't hurt you, Snoot, said Milton. But Milton, it was terrible, said Snoot, and horrible and dreadful too. If it comes back, you must chase it away, said Milton. I can't do that, said Snoot. It's too scary. The next night, the big bad dream was waiting at the top of the stairs. Snoot, it boomed. I am going to get you. Snoot hid in the downstairs bathroom until morning. Next time, said Milton, say this. Go away, you big bad dream, and do not dare come back again. That should do the trick. Oh, cried Snoot, I can't say that. I'm not brave enough. You're going to read the piece from Snoot for prepared reading. You need to read each word. If you get stuck on a word, your parent can help you with it. And then you just carry on until your 1 minute is over. While your child reads, you need to mark each word that your child cannot read. The amount of words they cannot read will be written there by errors. Then by total words, that means the total words that he reads in 1 minute. You minus the errors from the total words to get words correct. By fluency, those are the words they read per minute, including the words incorrect. That is the total amount of words your child read in 1 minute. By word recognition, it means your child could read all the phonics words and all the high frequency words in the reading piece, and he got everything correct. By accuracy, you take the incorrect words from the total amount of words and you get a percentage for that. You need 97 to 100% to get full marks. And then lastly, your child must be able to make meaning from the written text. So yeah, we test their comprehension. Did they understand what they read? They need to give at least 3 or more details in a meaningful sequence to get full marks. This is your reading piece for your written comprehension. The story is called The Tourist, and it's by Bruce Larkin. Tourists are people who travel for fun. Tourists visit different places in the world. Kathy and her family enjoy going to the park. Tourists who want to ski or snowboard have to go to the mountains. Tourists who like to surf, swim, or catch fish travel to the ocean. Tourists will travel long distances to see interesting dams and bridges. Hot air balloons are beautiful. Tourists like balloon races, football games, and car races. Cities sometimes build special places for the tourists. Tourists visit museums, zoos, and aquariums. Now you must answer the following questions about the story. Number 1. Are people who travel for fun? Choose, is it doctors are people who travel for fun? Tourists are people who travel for fun? Or teachers are people who travel for fun? Write the correct word on the line. Number 2, who is enjoying the park? Yeah, you can take your highlighter. Is it A, Kathy, B, Kathy and her family, or C, Kate and her family? Highlight the correct answer. Number 3, tourists who want to ski or snowboard have to go to... Refer back to the story and write the answer on the line. Number 4, why do tourists go to the ocean? There are 3 lines here, so I want 3 answers. They are 1-word answers. Write the correct answers on the lines. Number 5, tourists will travel long short distances to see interesting dams and bridges? Will they travel long distances or short distances? Highlight the correct answer. Which types of races do tourists like going to? I have 2 lines here. Go look in the reading piece for races. Which types of races do the tourists like going to? Number 7. What is the title of this story? Finally, number 8. Who is the author of the story? Write his name on the line. Now we'll do writing. It's divided into 3 parts: handwriting, creative writing, and then your language usage, punctuation, and capital letters. I'd like you to go and write the entire alphabet, upper and lowercase letters, on the lines provided in your assessment. Remember your finger spaces between the letters. Here you have 2 sentences to copy down and 3 words. Make sure you copy everything exactly how it is. Use your finger for finger spacing, and remember to write in the lines. This is what you'll be assessed on in your handwriting: your line usage and spacing of all the letters, your neatness and pencil pressure. Do not press too hard with your pencil, and make sure that your pencil is sharp. Are all your letters formed correctly, and are all the words and sentences copied correctly? You haven't left out any words or letters in your alphabet? Here is the outline for your creative writing. You are going to be writing an expressive text. Now you must answer these questions under the lines. On, when did you go? So write the date. I went to, write the place that you went to. Where did you go? With my, who did you go with? Write the person's name or who the person is to you. Full stop. First we, what did you do first? What did you do at the place you went to? Then the next sentence is after that we, what did you do after that? And then the next sentence is later on, what did you do? So there are 3 sentences about what you did at the place you went to. Then the last sentence is, it was very, how was your day? And I was so, how did you feel? So how was your day and how did you feel doing the activities that you did on that day? Yeah, we have the rubric for your creative writing. Have you chosen a creative title and written 5 complete sentences? Is your work neat? Are there many spelling errors? Concentrate on spelling. Use a dictionary if you need to. And then, is your work creative? And lastly, I'd like you to correct the mistakes in these 3 sentences. Put in the correct punctuation and capital letters.